Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pokemon Fire Red Randomizer Nuzlocke. This time I didn't want to say Fire Red Omega, this time for some reason I wanted to say Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke. I think I might be going insane. I don't think I have been able to say this series name without anything going wrong in my head. Of course I do end up saying it every single time, so I just end up sounding even more insane to you guys. I doubt this Pichu has an electric type move, by the way. And that it can live a trash, for that matter. And then it comes out alright, but it doesn't happen alright in my head, then it's just... Why is there so many different kind of things in my head which have nothing to do with... Well, Fire Red Omega has something to do with this, because it's Fire Red. And, oh no. Couldn't you have gotten 3 trashes off, Unagi? For the love of God. I'm gonna keep trying. But what does Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke, other than the fact that, of course, it's a Randomizer Nuzlocke, and I have done like 3 Randomizer Nuzlockes of Emerald? 2, maybe? I don't know. It's my most Nuzlocke game, I believe. Which leads me to believe I have done 3, because I'm pretty sure I've done Pokemon Black twice. I've done Pokemon Black 2 once. And I actually got pretty far in that. Farther than I ever have in a normal playthrough, because I never actually completed that game. Talking about different kinds of games though, today is actually the day that last episode, so yesterday's episode, went up. So my backlog is decreasing rather than increasing, so I'm going to have to record 2 episodes today, but I'm probably going to have to grind after this one, so I'm going to have to record 2 tomorrow to catch up a little bit. I really should have been paying attention, because I didn't know that I was facing a Gardevoir until it died. That was not good. That could have been very bad. Unagi is getting up there in level, so let's start switch training Stitch a little bit. And the common question of the day yesterday was, I don't even remember, I literally just uploaded the video. And I don't even remember why no? Why would you attack? You survived that? You deserve to be on my team, by all accounts, if you survive that. Wow. Tien, I suppose. Wow. I did not expect that to wow. Okay. But today I do have an actual interesting question. It's not as much as a discussion, but more so a literal question I have for you guys, because I think 2 or 3 episodes ago I asked what should be my next Let's Play, and I'm poisoned. I have to go back to the Pokemon Center. Do not forget going back to the Pokemon Center. And I got an answer, and one I particularly found interesting, because I forgot that it was actually a thing, but just like I'm doing a randomizer of Pokemon now, it's also possible to randomize Kingdom Hearts. And you might think, what does that do? It just swaps around enemy places and boss places with each other. So it's very possible that in the first encounter where you're supposed to encounter a couple of shadows, I won't be going too much into that game because you guys maybe don't care as much about it. Anyway, you could end up facing something like, I don't know, those angel things you find in the end of the world. Let's switch Stitch into the front of my party before I go into this encounter, which is very interesting, but I don't think I would really like, and it wouldn't even work as well, I don't think, as a Let's Play. So I figured maybe it's a good idea to do that over on Twitch and live stream it. And I was thinking, what kind of format would I do it in, and would I then post it on YouTube? And I'm thinking, I want you guys' feedback on this, but I'm thinking I'm gonna do not the same mistake I made last time, because it's not going to survive against an Octillery. I'll stream 2 days a week. which will be Saturday and Sunday, because those are the days I can more or less guarantee that I'll be free to live stream. That critical hit was probably necessary. And I'll do it around times where it'll be morning in the US and it'll be afternoon, start of the evening in most parts of Europe. So most people will be able to watch it because it's the weekend, it's that time. If you live in Australia, I'm sorry, time zones are a bitch, I can't do much against that, really. You just have to wake up in the middle of the night to watch my stream. That's pretty much what I'm telling you. We got a nugget, at least we got a little bit of money to buy Pokeballs. I mean, we have to beat this Team Rocket grunt, of course. You don't even get the option here. You don't get the option in the original, do you? It's just a thing that I've always wanted. That isn't actually a thing. To join Team Rocket. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Isn't there also a ROM hack where you play as a member of Team Rocket? Or like Jesse or James or something like that? Sounds familiar. Anyway, going back to Twitch. Because that's what my question is all about. And I feel like I should explain a little bit. So, it'll probably be like 2-hour streams where I do games that I don't think would fit very well as Let's Play content. And then I will upload them to YouTube anyway. So what it'll mean, and maybe things will be different. Delete a move to make room for fight or throw. Let's see if that's actually 70. That's 30 to like also 70. Send attack is not going to be useful. Final throw is a very good move apparently, wow. So what we'll have is, right now we're having 7 Pokemon videos a week. That'll go back to 5. And on the weekends I'll actually upload the stream vaults from the week before. So right now it's July 28th. This is going up July 29th. So next weekend, which will be the start of August, that's a B-drill I believe he's going to send out. I'll be streaming on Saturday and Sunday, and then the Saturday and Sunday after that, which will be about the middle of August, those videos will be going up on Saturday and Sunday, and it'll just allow me to keep the rotation flowing like that. Which means that you'll get 5 half-an-hour Pokemon episodes a week, and then 2 about 2-hour stream vaults, which won't be Pokemon related, but they'll be very much longer. And I'm thinking probably the first thing to do on Twitch will be a Kingdom Hearts randomizer, because I've never actually done it. I've seen people do it, and it looks like a lot of fun, and I don't know how much it's actually randomized, or if it's more so replaced. Because if it's replaced, rather than being actually random, like curated replaced, curation on it. That's what curated means, yes. It won't be a lot of fun because I've seen it done before. If it's actually randomized, it's going to be hysterical because we could very well end up battling Hades in the Tarzan world or something like that. I don't know if it's for Kingdom Hearts 1 as well. I have seen somebody do it on Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm going to enjoy buying a lot of Pokeballs. Let's buy 40. Let's buy 7. Lucky number. And then let's buy 1 Super Potion. And let's buy 1 normal potion. That should be enough. Let's go catch ourselves a full team, because we've got 5 Pokemon now. That's going to turn into 6 Pokemon hopefully soon. So with all those interruptions, I really hope that it's clear what I want to do on Twitch. I think it could be a lot of fun, but I want to hear what you guys think about it. Would you rather I just do that content on YouTube anyway? I'm leaning towards Twitch. I don't know how my internet connection will deal with that, to be honest, because I have moved since the last time I tried live streaming. And I have a different internet connection now, which could mean that it'll be better, because last time it was frankly horrible. I think it should be better now. Magnemite, that's actually really, really good. Other than the fact that I don't think I can properly damage it. I'm gonna try tackling it. But having a Magnemite is going to be real good. I can't poison it. I'm not gonna use trash on it. It resists or is weak to everything I have. If it's going to resist anyway, might as well go into Joey, which doesn't actually have any grass up moves now that I think about it. Huh, maybe that was not a good idea. I was thinking I'll use something like, nature power. Rock Tomb. I think that's resisted. Oh, that's very resisted. I'm not gonna use nature power because I want to put it to sleep. It's not true. Because if I use Stun Spore again, it's actually better than putting it to sleep. Because I can catch a Magnemite. Okay, Stun Spore. Now I just have to figure out how the frick I'm gonna catch this thing. Because I literally cannot damage it. I mean, Mega Kick is really, really powerful. But it's also resisted. I'm just gonna try. That did surprisingly little. Gonna be honest, I was kind of expecting Magnemite to die there. I didn't think he would. That doesn't sound very logical, does it? I was expecting him, but I didn't think he would. I was like 50-50 on it. Let's just say that. And we got a Magnemite, which is really good for our team. And a really difficult Pokemon to give a name. Because not a lot of fictional characters are based on magnets. But I've got a story to tell, and he's got nothing to do with it, but I've got a story to tell, and I gotta look up real quickly how the main character of the Bee movie is called. Barry the Bee. Of course. So you're going to be Barry. You might be wondering why I call him Barry the Bee. And that is very much because over the past week or so, I've had my window for my room open a lot because it's been very hot and I just need a little bit of ventilation in here. I'm gonna go back to the Pokemon Center to heal up Barry real quick. A lot of running back and forth to the Pokemon Center. And at some point a bee flew in, and it was a very, very big bee as far as bees go. I was surprised. And I just gently helped it back outside because bees are stupid and they think they can fly through glass. So just with a piece of paper on a safe distance, I guided back towards the window and off it goes. You would think that's the end of the story. Also, it's a very big bee, which is part of the reason I didn't kill it. Also, it's a bee. I don't think we have enough bees as it is, because they're kind of dying, and if they die, they're taking us with them. So, if anybody is watching this and usually kills a bee when they see it, don't, please, because you're killing... It's like really far away suicide. It doesn't make any sense. You're killing the entire human race. If you see a wasp, absolutely murder it. Bees are bros, don't kill them. This is a different route. Huh. Let's catch something. Okay, I didn't think this would be a different route. That's a Nidoqueen. That's gonna be very difficult to catch, but if I can manage it, Stitch is getting retired. That's for sure. Let's do Arm Thrust. Nidoqueen. Fighting type moves. Yes, it's not a fighting type. Oh, that does nothing. It's because it's a poison type. Also, poison point. What was I thinking? Okay, focus for a second here. No, I'm gonna keep telling the story, because otherwise I'll forget. And Barry will have made no sense whatsoever. So the bee leaves, and you would think, oh, that's the end of this story. It's not a very good story. And admittedly, it wouldn't be. But then a couple of days later, a bee flies into my room again, and it's again a very big bee, and I'm... Why did I switch in when I knew it had double kick? Anyway, it's a very big bee again, so I figured it's gotta be the same bee. What are the odds? You could see that two different ways. You could say... I'm gonna have to go Unagi and hopefully Trash doesn't kill it. Doubt it, but it's the only real option I have here. Well, at least Intimidate is going to make it less powerful. I guided back out again, so twice I have saved this bee's life. So maybe he's just coming back at this point to thank me. Yeah, no, this is going to kill Nidoqueen. That's not good. I really wanted this Nidoqueen. And now I have to go back to the Pokemon Center again because two of my Pokemon are poisoned. At least Nidoqueen is going to give a good amount of XP. Then today, after I had dinner, a real nice dinner, I come back upstairs, go into my room, and see supposedly the same bee again sitting on my window. So I guided back out again, and it's gone again. I'm fairly sure that it's going to come back again. Because at this point I'm convinced it's the same bee. And maybe it just thinks that I was nice and comes back to hang out. I didn't want to be in my room. Maybe it's a bee spy and it's just like a scout. It's scouting me because they're going to assassinate me. Maybe it's the government sending in a bee drone. I don't freaking know, but... What are the odds of the same bee running into my room 3 times in a row? Within a week? That's gotta be astronomically low. I mean, I know bees have territories, so it's a bee based in this territory, and maybe within the beehive, every bee has its own sub-territory. Maybe, possibly. I don't know how this kind of thing works in bee culture. So maybe this bee is just designated to search around the area of where I live and ends up in my room because of that. And maybe its bee colleagues have different blocks around here. Maybe that's how it works. I don't know. Again, I don't know how bees work. Well, I have a grass type move, so I might as well use it, right? So that was the story of the bee, and I wanted to tell that, and I didn't have a name for the Magnemite, so 2 issues make... I was going to spin 2 rights make a wrong, 2 wrongs don't make a right. What? Words coming out of my mouth. Just absorb them into your being. Just ignore the meaning of what I'm saying, and just... let me talk, let me ramble, that's what I do. You see, having a Twitch chat would be real nice right about now, because I feel like I'm going insane. And people could just tell me that I'm going insane, and I would just know. At which point, I wouldn't be going insane anymore. Because when you know you're going insane, you can take back reality because you know you're going insane. But then again, maybe... people telling you you're going insane, but you're not actually going insane. Am I making any sense to you? Because I'm not making any sense to myself. But still, I feel like it makes some amount of sense. I just don't know what that sense is. Which in and of itself make no sense. And I think my viewer retention just dropped to 0%. So now that I'm all alone here, I guess I don't really have to do anything anymore. Bagon is going to be a little bit of an issue though. Also, when did Stitch get to level 14 already? That's incredible. I didn't even notice. I can just use Stitch now. Never mind, I definitely cannot use Stitch yet. Also, wanted to use Vital Throw, not Arm Thrust. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay in. What can I do other than going into Tien again, which I really do not want to do? I mean, I suppose I could go into Unagi and Trash, because Unagi is a powerhouse. Just too bad that water type moves aren't physical. Not at all. Waterfall isn't a thing. Well, it's a thing. It exists, but it's not... Actually, I don't even think you can get it in this game. At least not until the post game, if you can get it at all. And it's not even physical, so... Unagi is not gonna really have a good time with Stab. Because I don't know what her special attack is, but I suppose it's going to be really disappointing. Let's just say. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's real disappointing. So at any given point, even with Stab, if I have a non-stab physical move, it's going to be the better option. I'm still going to teach it a couple of water type moves, like 1 or 2. Just because if it's super effective and stab, it's going to be better even though it's special, but relatively speaking, it's kind of a letdown. Well, this time I can actually kill the Magnemite, which is... probably should have healed up there. Why did I say it? Is the question there, because I literally just said Stitch cannot fight for itself yet. Because Tien is literally the only other thing I have against it, that's why. We're making pretty good progress throughout this route, and I think we'll finish this entire route this episode. I'll grind a little bit, and next episode we can die to Misty. Is unrealistic. Then again, Brock wasn't that big of an issue. The Wobbuffet was real scary for a moment there. But other than that, it wasn't a real issue, it was just a potential issue. And that potentiality, is that even a word? Didn't come to fruition. So, the Battle of the Machokes. Yeah, I'm just gonna one-shot you. I'm sorry, I did not one-shot you. Now I'm gonna kill you though. I would have expected that to one-shot. Especially since I'm that high a level. Probably should have used Unagi or something for that, because Tien is literally level 24 now. Which is way too high of a level. Let's not make the same mistake again, and just in case we can use Stitch in the upcoming battle, heal her up a little bit. I was gonna say, if Berry is also a female, I'm going to lose my mind, but Berry is genderless because it's a Magnemite. Then again, the Nidoqueen by default was also female, so that's a Glalie, which actually is very good for us because it's level 13 and it's going to die to a Vital Throw. There's no way it's surviving this stab super effective Vital Throw from a Magohita. You know what? I should just shut up. I should just stop talking. Since when do trainers withdraw? What? What? No. No, 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 no. That's not something random trainers do. Gym leaders? Maybe. Elite 4 members? Maybe. Champions? Alright. A random trainer on Route 25? No. No, that's not something you do. Going back into Glalie. Took a play at that. Let's go back into Stitch. Let's replay that first move. This time I will actually kill your Glalie. Unless you send out Glalie and then immediately switch out again. I don't even know if it's... I don't know. I just don't. I didn't even know that was possible. Is your AI score that high as a random trainer? And if so, why? And also I should be switch training Barry at this point. You know what? Do you have any electric moves? You have Thunder Shock. Barry, I'm gonna give you a chance. Unless this Crobat is like level 15 or something, then I'm gonna switch out immediately again. Level 13. I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna see how much you can do against this Crobat. Leech Life isn't gonna do much. I'm gonna resist that. It's only gonna do 1 HP damage. How much can you deal with a Thunder Shock against a Crobat? That's good enough. It also paralyzes, so even though it's a Crobat, I'm definitely going to outspeed now. I'm gonna get a critical hit and I'm gonna knock it out. Maybe I didn't. Alright. Maybe it didn't really happen like that. But I'm just gonna go through this confusion and knock it out. Of course I didn't, because it's literally the opposite of what I say is the thing that happens. I just want you guys to know that my luck with paralysis and confusion on my part of the battlefield throughout this entire playthrough has been shit. I don't think Chien has been paralyzed and actually moved through it once. And I'm pretty sure this is the first time I actually get through confusion. Maybe it's the second time. And we're in episode 6. Half an hour episodes a piece. That means we're 3 hours into the game. I've gotten paralyzed and confused a fair amount of times so far. I mean, Unagi, I suppose? I default to Tien just as a force of habit at this point, but Unagi can deal damage. And is also flying type, so I should be able to just send it out against grass types and don't worry about it too much. Remember when I said Trash was a dangerous move to use in a Nuzlocke? It still very much is. If it sends something out which I don't think has a electric type move and then turns out to have an electric type move, it's going to annihilate me. You know, I'm a little afraid as far as optional trainers go after that Garchomp encounter in Pokemon Heart Gold. But, well, let's just... We have to face a couple of trainers anyway and then the episode will be done, so... I won't be facing the optional trainer. Because there's more than one optional trainer. It's a Caterpie! Hardy, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to murder him. And I'm gonna take just a little bit of pleasure from that. Just a little bit, not a lot. Just a little bit. Apparently it outspeeds me as well. Which is kind of pathetic on my part. Why did I think that was a good idea? For some reason in my mind that switched and I was like, yeah, fighting is totally super effective against the bug. Right? No. No, it's not. Which only makes this worse for Caterpie, because now Caterpie is going to get annihilated by a Gyarados. Is that what you want? You shouldn't have resisted my fighting type move. Now you're literally gonna get trashed. I was kind of afraid that he would also survive that. I don't even know more. My ability to talk has been turned off. We'll see. It's not a dragon type yet, so you're going to deal with Barry. Barry the Magnemite, the bee. I'm actually fairly well matched for this route. Which makes it even weirder that Misty's gym is so disproportionately high levels. I mean, you're definitely supposed to be doing this first. And didn't we run into like level 17 Pokemon at the beginning of this route? Or on Nugget Bridge? The level curve here just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You're also a trainer, I forgot about that. For some reason I assumed you were the trainer and you were going to give me a gift item. Very much not the case. Okay, last battle of the episode. After this we can end of the episode. We have to do the whole Bill House thing, but then we can end of the episode, grind up a little bit, and we'll be safe. Question is, what am I going to do against this Ninjask? What level is it? It's level 13. I'm thinking Barry is going to be the MVP of this episode. Which is really interesting because we literally caught him this episode. And usually Pokemon we catch in an episode don't become useful until we get to grind them up. That sounded wrong. This is not Pokemon Go. We don't grind up Pokemon for experience. Well, we do, but not our own. It just became dark. Harden isn't gonna do much because it's a special attack anyway. I feel like this critical hit actually mattered, and it might have been... No, it's not the first critical hit that mattered, because I think we critted Octillery earlier in this episode, and that definitely mattered as well. Pelipper, let's stay in. It's gonna be quarter factive. You're gonna die. Having this easy of a time is very scary, because I just know that the universe is going to annihilate me next episode, so... enjoy this while it lasts, I suppose. Wow. How does water gun do that much damage? Suppose my special defense is just not good. Which is made up by the fact that steel literally resists everything in the universe. You know what? I read Golduck and I was like, yeah, he's gonna send out the yellow one. Because Golduck... This has nothing to do with me not knowing the Pokemon. This is everything to do with me not paying attention and just using only half my brain to play the game. I would very much like a Golduck, actually. I haven't used Golduck and... oh no! Not using Berry anymore. Let's go into Unagi because that's our new default. Just trash. When in doubt, trash. That's definitely gonna be the title of this episode. When in doubt, trash. Because that's pretty much what we've been doing this entire episode. I don't know what we should go into. Maybe Tien? I don't want to give Tien too much experience. Unagi, trash, let's do. The critical hit, again, not very useful. Again, our luck hasn't been great. It looks like the luck in this randomization process in this episode, the things we've faced, we've been very lucky. The actual RNG of the game, which is supposed to be there, we haven't been very lucky whatsoever. Yeah, I'm gonna use the speed button for this because it's a lot of text. And I really don't care. So we have the SS ticket now. Does that mean we could go to the SSN before going to Misty? Or does the... I think that might mean we could do that. Which means we get a lot more... We could! We could! Oh, that's interesting. We could go south first and catch a couple more Pokemon and grind up a little bit against trainers. I'm gonna get Dig anyway from you first. I can't get Dig until I get rid of the Rocket Grunts. Okay, so we're doing that next episode. I'm gonna do Misty next episode. I know that we could theoretically keep Misty until we've had a couple of more trainer battles, a couple more Pokemon in our bank box. Same thing. Just to be safe, just to have a little bit more variety. But I'm going to do it next episode. I'm going to grind up everybody to level 20. Level 20 sounds fair. And then take on Misty. Until then, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this a little bit on the long side video. You know what to do. This is going to be an end screen. Click through to some video you like or something. I don't know. You've heard this a million times on YouTube. You know what to do. Bye.